All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 168-pound division where Jermall Charlo flips out on the haters, going at his brother, bullying his children, and saying that he's going to knock out Caleb Plant. And when he gets done knocking out Caleb Plant, he's coming for Canelo Alvarez. And spoke with some friends of mine who said, look, man, don't be surprised if that takes place. Because people are really sleeping on Jermall Charlo. And there's some things that he has that Jermell didn't have, nor do a lot of other people have. Some are very tangible, some are intangible. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we're going to be in the 168-pound division where Jermall Charlo, who is one of the most, how can I say, man, dogged fighters in all of boxing right now, went on Instagram and gave interviews yesterday, and he talked about, or had a discussion yesterday in which he said two main things. One is that he's going to get revenge because he's got his kids at school getting bullied because their uncle Jermell lost to Canelo Alvarez. And he says that he is going to knock out Caleb Plant because obviously you remember Caleb Plant slapping him in the mouth. And then he said he's going to go back and he's going to get Canelo revenge with Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people are going to blow this off as ridiculous. I am not going to blow it off as ridiculous because I full well know there's a big difference between Jermall Charlo and Jermall Charlo. And there are tangible things and intangible things. And a lot of conversations I had with people that I really respect. The intangible things in boxing, man, the hunger in boxing, those things come into play. Overcoming very serious hurdles, those things come into play. And also so does talent. But before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot, a lot, a lot. But here you go. People are going to say that Jermall Charlo they're going to make fun of him. They're going to ridicule him. They're going to say that he has mental health issues. They're going to say that he got slapped like a B-TCH by Caleb Plant. You got guys like Eddie Hearn saying, well, the Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez fight doesn't make any sense now after Jermell got beat like that, as if they're the same person, as if Jermall Charlo and Jermell Charlo are not two different names and two different people. So Jermall Charlo is most definitely in a position where he can achieve both of the things that he said that he wants to achieve. Number one, the fight with Caleb Plant. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents on what I think the differences are. First, Jermell and Jermall are not the same person. Jermall Charlo stayed at 154 pounds, and he became the best guy at 154 pounds. Jermall Charlo left 154 pounds years ago and has campaigned at 160 for a while. Before Jermall Charlo left 154, it was Jermall Charlo that was the best at 154, not Jermell. It was Jermall. And Jermall was considered the better fighter out of both of them up until Jermall went into his hiatus and Jermell wound up going and getting through that entire 154-pound division, which is why the conversation about who Canelo would be fighting has been focused on Jermall since 154 pounds into 160 pounds, where Canelo Alvarez became a franchise champion and did not not in the position to have to defend against Jermall Charlo, an active Jermall Charlo, when he was the mandatory, when he was, as a mandatory, because I don't think he was actually ever the actual mandatory. So you have a guy that has a better jab, a bigger, stronger, and I think more technically sound fighter in Jermall Charlo, and somebody that has significantly more time adjusting, and was going to have a significantly easier time adjusting to 168 than Jermell, who had never even been at 160. Jermall has been around that weight, around that 160 to 168 pound weight for several years now. And then also there's something that you should probably not underestimate is the man's desire, because he's displayed it in his personal life with all of the abuse. And this is something that I really do take personally, because, there's just a lot of really very mean people out in the world that think that it is appropriate to joke about anything, right? Anything and everything that is said is food for people to spread misery on the internet, right? The man's personal life with his wife, the man's the mental health issues that he openly says that he has suffered from, when you know full well that many of you and many other people have gone through the same thing, but you think because nobody knows about you that you can go out there and just spew all that stuff at other people. Well, speaking from personal experience, that makes you a lot stronger person. And it can, if you if you go through it and you handle it the right way, and you look at yourself and you figure, okay, what did I do that got me in this situation? What things do I need to change? And then you get through them, and then you get back to what your daily grind is. Your daily grind becomes much more easy. Your daily grind becomes much more focused, and your performance increases. And do not be surprised if that's what you see from Jermall Charlo. Now, granted, Jermall Charlo is going to have to Jermall Charlo is going to have to fight a few, get a few fights under his belt. I don't think it's smart for him to just jump in there and fight Caleb Plant right off the bat. But I think Jermall Charlo is going to be smart in that regard. Take the time off, get his mind all the way back in training, all the way back, bring in and become a better fighter than you were when you left. Get some tune-ups, get your work in, and then when it's done, going up there and fight Caleb Plant, fight Canelo Alvarez, because more than likely those fights are going to be there. There's absolutely no reason in the world for Canelo Alvarez not to fight him because his brother lost. That's just ridiculousness out of Eddie Hearn. I don't understand. Well, I understand why he would say that, because he's pretty much can't dump on Canelo Alvarez directly. He's got to dump on Canelo Alvarez indirectly, because that's not something you can really do in boxing is dump on Canelo Alvarez directly. There's very few people really that are willing to do that. Tim Bradley and Teddy Atlas, obviously are capable, but not people that are going to want to contract with him at a later date. But anyway, look, I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on with Jermall Charlo. And I really wish, I said this in the last video, I really wish boxing fans would have a little bit more sympathy and a little less, when a man is down, let me jump on him and try to get him out of there and run his name through the mud and all of that stuff, because it's just it doesn't do any good for boxing, man. You drive down the interest in the sport, and people talk about HBO or Showtime going out of boxing and how can we change to get the ratings better? How about you stop dumping on half of the boxing world? Boxing fans stop dumping on the sport. That may be a good starting point. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.